Hello, it's Crypto Farmer XD, and today we're going to be taking a look at locking tokens on Gomining. We're going to be talking about what it is, how to do it, and why you may want to consider it as part of your strategy. So to begin, what is locking tokens? Well, it is basically what it says on the package. You are taking tokens that you have in your wallet and you're putting them to the side to no longer have access to them for a set amount of period, and in exchange, you're going to get weekly rewards in the form of Gomining tokens as well as voting rights. So that's basically what it is at a very high level. Now, how do you do this? Currently, you can do this via your virtual wallet or your Ethereum chain coins, soon to come your BCS or BBSC chain wallets as well. But if you're looking to do this, the most simplistic, easy way to do it is through your virtual wallet. Additionally, they have no fees, it says right here. So unlike, crypto chains, you're going to get fees on pretty much everything you do. If you do it through your virtual wallet, it is absolutely free. And if you didn't realize, if maybe you kind of didn't see the announcement, the virtual wallet addition to locking tokens did come out on March 24th, 2025, in case you missed the announcement. I've used it once as a test, and we're going to look through it right now to see how it works. So basically, you're going to pick whatever wallet you have your tokens in. I suggest using your virtual one if you have tokens in there that you want to lock. You're going to come up to this page, and then you're going to see your balance as well as a period. So basically, you're going to come in here, you're going to say how many tokens do you want to lock? How many tokens do you want to put to the side to not have access to for a set amount of time, basically. So say if I wanted to put out 1,000 tokens right now, right? And then from here, you're going to pick, after you pick whatever amount you want to do, you're going to put in your time period that you want to stake those tokens for. So if you want to do a week, I will get a weekly reward of 0.03. So if I were to put in these 1,000 tokens, they would be locked. I don't have access to them for a week. And then at the end of the week, I will get these 1,000 tokens back, as well as my 0.03 Gomining tokens, which is not a very good rate, in my opinion, because, it's a week. The more you put in and the longer you stake for, the more valuable it's going to be. So the more rewards you're going to get. So say if I were to do a month, I would get 0.09 tokens a week, right? 3 months, 0.24, et cetera, a year, basically 1 token a week for a year. 3 years, 3, and then max, I believe, is 4 years. So you'll get 4.0 tokens every week for 4 years. But you won't have access to these 1,000 tokens anymore until that 4-year time period is up. Something else to note is that if you do stake your tokens, you're not going to be able to use those to pay for maintenance. So if you are using that bonus of being able to pay maintenance for Gomining tokens, you shouldn't lock all your tokens away. The lock tokens still count towards your balance for your maintenance discount. However, you won't be able to pay with those for your maintenance discounts. You'll need additional tokens to pay for your maintenance discount or to pay for your maintenance. So again, right here, you just basically, it's really super simple. You come in here, pick how much you want to lock. If you wanted to lock, say, if I wanted to do all my tokens for 4 years, I would get 26 Gomining tokens a week for 4 years. Or if I wanted to do it for a week, I would get 0.18, right? So it's super simple as that. So say if I wanted to do, less than 1. Let's see, what can I get with that's not less than 1? 400, 300, 350, 370. All right, we'll do 3. I don't really want to lock my tokens, but I'm gonna do it just for the demonstration of this video. I'm gonna lock these tokens to show you what it looks like. Additionally, you can come down here, you can see how many votes you're going to get. Your voting does count. Not only does it count towards voting for the weekly tokenomic reward stuff, it does also count for the new VIP program. So you can either progress by having votes or by locking or by having TH hash rate from your miners. So I'm going to lock 370 tokens just for the sake of showing you what it looks like. You're going to click next. It's going to say, hey, I did do a week, right? Not crazy. 1 week? Yeah, okay. It's going to say, hey, you're going to lock this amount. It'll end on this date. You'll get this in return. I'm going to say, yeah, I agree. And you're going to hit lock. And it's going to give you another confirmation. You're going to say, hey, are you really sure you want to do this? Take a second, look at it, make sure you're not throwing all your tokens away to lock. Yep, okay, cool, looks good to me. Hit confirm. It's going to do its thing. And it should load to the next page any second now. All right, there we go. We are now loaded. It says you have locked Gomining. View your lock. So I can view my lock and it'll say here, this is kind of the dashboard of what you see. once you lock your tokens. So if you were come back into here and you say go to my lock, you would click back on the continue with whatever chain you used. It'll take you to this page as well. You can see here it has information about your lock up here as well as voting. One unfortunate thing about this right now, which I forgot to mention, is that if you lock tokens from your virtual wallet, you cannot vote as of today. This is coming soon, obviously, so when you lock it, just keep an eye out for information coming down the pipeline. They're working on getting it implemented for the virtual wallets. If you want to do voting, actual voting, you have to currently use the Ethereum network chain, which is kind of a downside because it was one thing I was looking forward to kind of see how it would chain up the weekly rewards, but it is coming as they indicate there, so that's awesome to see. You can come up here and say, okay, your unclaimed rewards, it'll auto claim, so you don't have to worry about that. It'll give you your lock date, your end date. It tells you, it's locked until lock ends 1 week, how much you locked, as well as your voting power, which currently, again, right now, you can't actually use those. It simply just goes to your VIP level if you're using your virtual wallet. So that's really all there is to it right now, honestly. Once this time period's up, it'll say, you'll get your whatever you locked back as well as your weekly rewards back. So you don't have to worry about it. Basically, I'm getting 0.04 of a penny. That's awesome. If you were to do this more long-term, I think right now it's about 20% APR. So that's like 4 years. Personally, I don't see myself using this as part of my strategy. I would rather invest in miners themselves and get my hash rate up. I just don't think the APR is all there at the moment for me. And I also don't like keeping my tokens locked. I like keeping my tokens in my wallet. I like keeping them accessible in case, Gomining has a deal or there's a discount code, or maybe there's a really good deal on something in the marketplace, a miner or an avatar or something that I want to pick up. I like having my tokens liquid so that I can go in there and be like, hey, I don't have to worry about having what I have locked. I have them readily available and I can just purchase it when I want, right? So that is one thing to consider. But if you have a lot of tokens, maybe you want to kind of diversify a little bit. Maybe you like the idea of having things locked long term. To each person their own. There's really no wrong way to do it. It's just more of what you are comfortable with and how you want to strategize. Me personally, I go for the miners, and then as well as participating in miner wars. Off and on, I've kind of been experimenting, but miner wars is looking pretty good. There's soon to be an update come out, but we're getting a little bit off topic. But that's basically how it works. If you were to lock with your Ethereum wallet or your Binance wallet when that comes out, you do have to go in, you have to connect your wallet with like Wallet Connect. So that's one extra step in here, which is why I say use the virtual wallet, because there is none of that. And plus you get 0 fees on the transactions, which is a huge plus. And then as terms of the voting, this is the voting stuff I was talking about. So if you wanted to maybe influence this, you could stake your tokens when the votings come out the virtual wallet, at least. You'll be able to vote and say, hey, I want extra solo mining discounts because I'm a solo miner, right? Or maybe I like liquidity pools and I want to get more rewards there. So, you'll put it in there to try to sway this vote. Or the greedy machines. Greedy machines are kind of been lacking lately, honestly. But, if you wanted to stake tokens and try to influence the swing a little bit, you could. And that's another strategy there when it comes to locking tokens. And again, the more tokens you lock, the longer period, the more votes, rights you will get. But virtual wallet locking votes won't happen right now, at least as of April 7th, 2025, when I'm recording this video. So that's it on locks and voting, basically. If you have any questions, let me know down below. If you thought this video was useful, please go ahead and give it a good thumbs up and subscribe if you're not. And let me know if you have any questions about locking. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Take care. Have a good day. Bye.